Oops, there she is. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, either online or in person. Thank you, those ladies that are here. It's so good to have some people online. When you are lucky because you're in person. So if you have any questions, please you can come off mute and ask, or you can chat box. Or at the end, for those of you who are here, we'll hang around if anyone wants to have a chat about anything tonight or anything in general about Thermomix, because that's what we love. So we keep doing these, but we know there's new people each time. So my name's Lisa B, and I am based down south in Darula. I've been a consultant and doing a few other roles within Thermomix, including luckily working in New Zealand for 4 years, which was an amazing experience. So been around about 15 years, love consulting, love working with customers, and love working with my team. The theme tonight, we are looking at orange and lemons for spring. So we've got a mixture of dishes, including two beautiful cocktails, which we have to drink. And we'll talk you through the rest as we go. So flipping to Lise.
Yep, so I'm Lisa G. I am up near Perth in Bibra Lake. I have been a consultant for 8 out of the last 10 years. And yep.
Love it.
Oh, blank.
All over it tonight. All right. So the first dish we're looking at tonight, and we'll give you as many tips and tricks as we can, depending on, the recipes that we're using tonight. And we'll also let you know about some of the fantastic offers and opportunities for you within Thermomix as well. Now, the first dish, Lisa's going to cook, and we're doing Edna's
lemon curd tea cake.
Lemon curd tea cake. Now, this can be made really big or in little ones. So we're doing the little ones tonight. So
yeah. So Edna's. And for tonight, Lisa has actually sent me the collection of dishes that we're making. So it's actually in Creative Collections. I just clicked on the link. It's come over to my Thermomix, 3rd of October, orange. So the story with Edna is this has actually been a recipe in the recipe community for as long as I've been a consultant. And now it's in cookbook. So Edna's lemon curd tea cake. So we're making the small one. There's also the larger recipe as well. 2 separate recipes. So all your total time, portions, preparation, and all the info is there. And then we're going to start cooking. So I've got lemon juice, butter, white sugar. The egg is separate, and a pinch of sea salt. All in here. Oh, of course, the sugar's back to the bottom. That's all right. Just going to pop it all in, and then I will put the egg in as well. So this is just making the actual lemon curd. Pinch of sea salt and my egg. Insert measuring cup. Pop the lid on. So 5 minutes, 90 degrees, speed 4. It doesn't actually let me go past speed 4 on the TM6. And as we go along, when it gets to 37 degrees, it'll start showing the temperature in the middle section. Once it gets over 60, the lights will go red and the circle around the temperature will go red as well. Yeah, so I have been obsessed with Edna since I first started. Have you guys all made Edna's lemon curd tea cake? Can't see me nodding. I haven't got my glasses on. The key with the bigger recipe is maybe double the batter, and it makes it a beautiful. Yeah.
okay. So how long have you got there?
4 minutes and 5 seconds.
Great. Okay, so I'm doing the first cocktail. You can see on the screen. So I've got the big screen there so I can flip you through some other bits and pieces to do with the screen and cookie do. So citrus margarita is one. There's so many different margaritas, but I picked this one because it has oranges, lemons, and lime. So that's fitted into our theme tonight. And one of the things that it needed was sugar syrup, which I thought, oh, I'll just leave it out. But I found on the bottom of the recipe, in the tips section, so always when you're on Cookie Do and you scroll down with your recipes, you can get lots of tips about the recipe or things to do. So it had the sugar syrup recipe. So at 7:15, I was like, oh, why don't I just make it and have the sugar syrup? So I've made it. I've got a little bit in the freezer, so it's cooling down. So I will add that. As Lee said, the recipe is on here. If you look through, what you'll see are the ingredients and the recipe as to how we go through. The beauty of that is you don't need your cookbook. So even, I know we've got a lot of TM31 owners that have just upgraded and you're used to using the books. So it's a little bit of a transition, but you don't need to worry. Every single step, every ingredient is there. And you can actually go backwards and forwards as you're going through the recipe, which also is really handy and it speeds up things as you're going. All right, so I'm going to start from the beginning here. So instead of putting start, oops, go next, come back. Now, I'm sure most of you have had cocktails or mocktails where you've done the salt. But what I did tonight was that I actually got so I'm just dipping the glass in water. And what I actually did was I got the pink salt. And it actually looks quite pretty. So I'm just dipping that in the salt. And there you can see, so it's just got a little bit of colour, which is quite pretty for a change. Now, next step. So I'm just working through. I've done that's what we just did. Oh, sorry, I've got to go back because what I'm going to do is I'm cancelling the recipe. I don't want to stay in there anymore because what I've done is I've changed the quantities of the recipe, but I've used the actual recipe, if it will let me from here. Okay, so see here it says serving size. It says serving size 6 portions. So what I did was I went on there and I had the option automatically to change it straight into the recipe as it's going. So I've changed it to 4 because there's only 2 of us. And I've applied it. And so all the ingredients have now changed into the lower levels. So you can do this yourself with created recipes and change things around and put them into created recipes. But we're lucky enough that some recipes and more actually have the conversion there. So I could have made that for bigger or smaller, which is fantastic. It just does it all for you. You don't have to think about what's half, what's this. So back to the steps. So I'm up to step 2. So that's halved it because I looked at it and I went, whoa, that's a lot of tequila. I'm sure I didn't get that much. So I've taken the lid off. I'm re-tearing and we've got 80 grams, which John can't wait for this to be cooked. He's like ready, waiting. Okay, and then the Cointreau. So 40 grams. I like Cointreau.
Me too.
That's actually one of my faves. So we'll just put a little bit extra. Okay, so in here, I've got the next few steps. It asks for lemon, lime, and orange. And basically, it just wants the fruit. No zest, no seeds, the little limes and that I haven't cut up. So they're all going in there. So I've got the lemon and the lime and the orange going in. And I'll just grab the sugar syrup in the freezer because I only just made it. So, I mean, I imagine the sugar syrup is as much or as little as you like. It literally looks like water. You can't see it. I can't tip it. So I'm just going to pour one because I've halved it and it's a margarita. Okay, mixing.
So what's everybody's favorite cocktail that you've made in the Thermomix? I know a lot of people, the espresso martini is a big favorite. I can't do coffee in alcoholic drinks.
Me either.
Ooh, pina colada.
But we obviously pick these recipes so we can show different things to you. We're going to use the cutter in a little while, but sometimes we just pick them for us. So I've got the ice. We've both done this. This is a litre thermoserver. Sometimes you might be lucky enough to be able to get your hands on one of these. Fantastic size. I know Lisa's using a different one, and 330-ish.
It's not just hot food the thermoserver can, it's not just keeping food hot as a thermoserver. It's also keeping your food cold as well.
Okay, I'm going to put this on. It's going to make a lot of noise and cut out. So over to you guys.
Alrighty. So there is my lemon curd. So I'm always disappointed when I make lemon curd because you think, oh, it's going to use lots of lemons, but not so much. But that's okay. So pour it out, clean and dry the mixing bowl. But of course, I'm a lucky duck being a consultant, and I have a bunch of bowls. So preheat oven to 170. 140. Right. Then grease a 6-hole muffin tray and then put the patty pans in it. But I've decided just to spray. Instead, I'm using obviously my rose gold muffin tray. Set aside. So 150 grams of self-raising flour. So I have that. And I also have the 100 grams of sugar in here as well. I'm trying to do better than last week when I hadn't quite measured everything out. So that's my sugar and my self-raising flour. Then we've got 60 grams of unsalted butter. Got that. And we've got, so I actually put the thyme. I haven't got lemon thyme, I just had thyme. So I put a little bit of that in. So it says a sprig of fresh lemon thyme, leaves only. So it's not going to be quite perfect. 100 grams of sugar, yes. 1 egg. There we go. So this one's just toss 2 lots of stuff in. Insert measuring cup. So 30 seconds, speed 5. Away we go.
And so I'll just show you. I won't pour it yet. I'll do that after, but it's quite thick, this mix. I got my screen wrong this week. So it's quite yellow, but you'll see when it pours out, it's actually a bit like a slushy. I will pour it out. Ooh. And it was halved properly. Look at that.
Need to get one out for myself.
How is that? She's not even looking.
I am. I'm just remind I have to get myself a glass.
There you go.
That looks good.
Pretty.
That's awesome.
Well, I'll give it to John for the taste test because I haven't made it before. I'll be back.
Cool. So it says press approximately 1 tablespoon of the mixture. So there's our mixture into the base of each paper case. And then a heaped tablespoon of the lemon curd. And then crumble approximately 1 tablespoon of the cake mixture over the top. So same as when you're making a big one, you put the mix on the bottom, curd, and then the mix on top. That. So a tablespoon-ish. And then I'll just do 2, and then I'll show you. I'll just push them out to the side. And then there's our curd again, so that's solidified a little bit. And then crumble on top, which is actually, obviously I've washed my hands. I actually kind of make it into a little cover, because you can. It's easier, yeah, to do it by hand than by spoon. And then pop it on top. And then if you want to keep going while
Yep.
hang on, I'll just show you.
And the big one's kind of easier because it's all mushed once. So
yeah,
they're yummy. All right, so what I've done, I might redo that. So what I've done, Lisa shared the collection and I used the one that I already had open. But what I also have done is make up a my week. So one of the beautiful parts of the recipe Cookie Do is that if you want to, you can plan your week or you can just plan 2 dishes, however it is you like. I often just come at doing whatever, wherever. And I go, oh, I haven't thought about dinner yet. And I know I've got chicken or whatever. And I find a dish and just push cook today. And then when I come home, it's already on my Thermomix. That's a beauty of Cookie Do, or one of them. So what I did today is I actually, in my week, you'll see here's tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm doing a cooking experience with one of my beautiful customers. And that's the menu that we're having tomorrow. And then I just put this one in for tonight. So I put that one in today. And it's orange sesame chicken with broccoli and noodles. Now, talking about the noodles didn't work. So I'll show you the failed 2 attempts. And if anyone's got any tips, that would be great. So I'll show that at the end. So what we're going to do now is I need almond butter. And what I've been doing lately is instead of when a recipe says peanut paste or any of the paste type things, instead of making up a whole batch of peanut paste or a batch of whatever, this one needs almond butter. So I just make it. So it's going to dump in, it's going to make a little bit of noise, but it just means you don't have a wastage or extra, and you're not making a big amount. So I've basically got 2 tablespoons of the almonds. So I've got like a bit extra. And with a small quantity, it's a little bit tricky. But I just add a little bit of oil and that will bring it together. So I'm going to go out of the recipe to the home screen, which has got sugar syrup on. And I'm going to just turn the dial. There is a function where you can go in for other quantities into the chop and make things. But with this, I'm just going to crank it to 10. It's going to make a noise.
And I also need almond butter tonight. So I've got my little container of almonds ready to blitz. Same as if you just need rice flour or what else? Oh, peanut butter as well.
Peanut butter, LSA, you don't need a whole jar. So you can see it's kind of ground up. If I keep going, it will go into the, it's really getting quite sticky down the bottom. So you can see it's really coming together. So I'm just going to put a dribble of oil in because this is staying in here. This is the first step. So it's just going to stay in the recipe. And it's going to get blitzed up with other stuff some more as well. Let's just give it another quick blitz. So it kind of sounds like nothing's happening. So there probably isn't. It's probably gone all out to the edge. So there's not really any point keeping going because it's all gone out the edge, which is what the blades do. So you can see now that's pretty good. I can bring that together as butter. So that just stays in and I move on. So I've been really enjoying doing that. I don't know. Oops. Forgot the orange zest. I'll get that after. Garlic cloves. That's quite funny. It's an orange recipe and I forgot the orange zest. Okay, so that's garlic and ginger and apple cider vinegar. I've mixed with the tomato paste. So I've just mixed it together just for tonight. These are sort of some of the things you can have out obviously already. This is the beauty of the recipe. You can go down, you can get everything out. If you're doing a saute or something, I don't start getting any of the ingredients out until I get the saute on, and then I go back to the recipe and start getting all the ingredients. There's some dates and the tamari. Now this has got everything, so you can see that's kind of got a lot of stuff. So it's got the tamari, Chinese 5-spice, sesame oil, chili powder, salt, pepper, and that's all going in. And I just want to show you, I know we've done a few little sections on spices and pastes and things, but this is 5-spice that I've made. So lots of the recipes, the garam masalas, the curry powders, all those recipes, they're on Cookie Do now. So you can make your own, you can make the quantities you like, and the flavors is really, a lot better. So it's something once you get going, as you use your other stuff up, it's an area that you can work on. So I'm going to pop that on, Lise, and 4 minutes.
Really? All right. So I am going to do a salad. So I'm going to go to my recipes, credit collection. So I've put the Edna's lemon curd tea cake on for 15 minutes. And Alison suggested the best tip with the margaritas is you can batch it up for a party and store it in the freezer for no fuss. Love that. Love that. So cabbage salad with almond-orange vinaigrette. I'm actually really enjoying the whole oranges and lemons theme this week. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually chop my veg first. So the first part of the recipe is making the vinaigrette, but because we've got our cutter, we do over here, we thought we'd show you the cutter again. So of course it is a host reward at the moment. So you pop your
permanent host reward now.
Permanent host reward.
Ooh.
Pop your bowl in, so it's going to keep my bowl lovely and clean. So then I'll make the vinaigrette after. A blade is double-sided. You have a thick and thin slice on one side, which is coloured slate. Then you have a thick and thin grate side, which is grey. So whichever side is up is the side that you're actually going to have, that it's going to use. So if the grey is up, we're grating. Let's slice first. So it's red cabbage, beetroot, and it said rainbow carrots. Couldn't get any rainbow carrots at Woolies. That's fine. So you can either chop. So if you got a TM5, you can just go speed 4. Forwards is, and it even shows you on the thing, forwards is thick and reverse is thin, but the 6 has actually got a mode. So I'm going to go to the slicing mode, and I'm going to do the red cabbage. Thick. No, let's do some thick, some thin, because I can. because I can. So we'll do thin first. You just have to make sure you've got, so you start first as well. Just a little bit of pressure. Also, there we go. That's better. I'll stuff it in there. One moment. Of course, I go to use it. So this will work better, just how it's shaped, because I've done this one straight. There we go. Let's try that again. Then you just want it the right size. The colour. It's pretty quick. Let's stop that, and I will show you. Right. So that is thin sliced cabbage, which is perfect. But I will show you just a little bit of thick and then compare. And to thick. Great. Right. So there is thick versus thin. Hang on, let me come around.
And that's awesome. Oh, still excited when that happens. And next year we are getting a spiralizer. So watch out. There'll be some videos coming out, and some of us as consultants will have the opportunity to earn our spiralizer. So pretty happy about that. So you'll see us using it. We'll be able to use it in classes. We'll show you on here, of course, once we get them. But apparently they're amazing. Also,
the video, it looks awesome.
While that was going, because I left the orange zest out just on an orange class, I whacked over to my other Thermomix and I blitzed up some orange rind so that it can go in the sauce. So I just added that in, and I just added a tiny little bit of thyme. Whoops. But it's going to cook again now. So it does the high heat, and it's starting to take shape. You can see the color. My camera's different today for some reason. The angle of the light. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Okay, so that's there. And so now that cooks again for another 5 minutes.
Cool. So there is my cabbage. Then let us go. My favorite to show everybody is the carrot, thin and thick shred. So we'll do thin shred. So let's go thin. Stop. That is our thin shred carrot. Love it.
Beautiful.
And then we'll do thick shred, and it'll actually sit on the other side of the cutter. So they're separated. And I'll do a little bit more thin, just for a bit of fun. Okay. So hopefully you can see that.
Yep,
thick and
I can
thin.
see it.
I'll do a bit more thin.
And if we happen to have a spiralizer before the 19th at the next open home in Bibra Lake, we've got an amazing entertaining menu, and if one turns up or we can borrow one or something, then we've got the spiralizer happening. And there's no English recipes. So I translated a Polish recipe with Google Translate on Cookie Do
Awesome.
to
Yes.
be able to use. So there's another feature. I just looked at the picture and went, yep, that one will be good. But we don't have the Aussie book out yet. So that was fun today.
Oh, all right. And the best part about the cutter as well, I'm just going to straight rinse it, tip it out, clean as, ready to go.
And that's great because
Okay.
if you're already cooking something like this sauce is right down the bottom. So if
Yep.
I wanted to slice some carrots to put in the dish or after, I could do that in here while obviously it's turned off from the cooking. And then I can just go straight back. So in and out of the different bowls, which is fantastic.
So beetroot, what do we want? Thin, thick, sliced, or shred?
I think. What have we done? Have we sliced?
Oh, no. Yes, we sliced cabbage, but that looks a little bit different.
Let's slice.
Yeah. Oh, plate for slice. And then for a big baby. Let's do thin. And then we'll do thick over the top.
And if you have the peeler, which is a host reward, or you can buy, prior to, especially with beetroot, things like that, you can put them in the peeler program, peel them, and then use them in the cutter. And it's really fast. Same with like potatoes, potato bake, all those things. But if you've got to peel a little bit of stuff, you can pop them in the peeler, empty the bowl,
Right.
whack it in.
So our thin is super thin,
And thick.
and our thick is potato bake thick. And then we've got one more. What shall I do with that one? Thin again? Or I might shred it actually.
Beetroot.
Yeah.
And I've got
What do you reckon?
34 seconds.
Yep. To go. Let's see
Yep.
what I can do. 34 seconds. Let us do, yeah, I'm just a fan of a thin shred. Ooh. How good's that? Anything with turmeric and beetroot? Spending the next week. The color here. That's all right.
Okay. So the sauce has thickened.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right down. Yep.
Yeah.
And I can smell the orange. So that's a win. And now that actually is going to blend. So this just keeps staying in as we go. So this is going to go speed 4 and then gradually up to speed 9. So starting at 4 and then moving up to 9.
And I've got my salad going. So obviously with a salad, you can pop in whatever you want as well. Put that up there. Get back into my recipes. And there's our salad. So start cooking. So it says orange juice, but like Lisa did, I'm going to make a little bit of almond paste. And what you can see as well, I've used the cutter, but it has left my bowl clean. That's even better.
Okay. So just again, now it's even more paste-like. And there's a few little chunky bits, but that'll be okay. I don't know. Bit of garlic there. That'll be fine. Okay, so for me, the next step is so easy. This is amazing flavors too. So I've just got ghee, which you can make if you want to. There's recipes. It's very easy. And then chicken thighs. Says 3 centimeters. I've done mine a little bit bigger, so it might take a little bit longer to cook. And I've got the salt and pepper already in the chicken. And that's it, cooking. I got the easy one tonight.
Oh, Edna's beeping. All right, I'm just gonna put that on.
So Edna's cooked.
I'm gonna give it another 2 minutes. Right. So, um, because I haven't got a stack of almonds, it's just milled them. So
If you put the oil in
Yep.
straight away,
Yep.
I think
I
it'll
did
happen.
put some, but obviously not enough.
There we go.
Okay. How's yours going?
Oh, it smells amazing. It is amazing, but I'm going to turn it down. Oh no, I'll keep it going.
And there were a couple of other mains that had oranges and lemons, especially oranges, as part of the ingredients. But a few of them obviously were over the 30-40 minute mark that we like to do. But definitely look in Cookie Doo for the oranges and lemons
Yeah.
mains.
And next time we're going to do berries, and it's have a Google around for berries. It's amazing what comes up. It's even I've even managed to find some salad, so that's good. So it's not just cocktails. There are other things happening as well. So where are you at, Lise?
I am still at my almond butter, but that looks lovely. It'll do. So obviously you probably just need a little bit more.
If you put lots of almonds in, you don't need any oil at all. Look at those.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yep. It has come through again.
Has anyone made those, Edna? Edna's before? Just pop in the chat.
So there's 4 ounces of orange juice. What I'm going to do is show you a little handy hint is, and you can do it onto the lid, but this orange actually doesn't have any pips, because if you do it onto the lid, you can actually have the juice go in and the pips stay on the top. But all I'm going to do is put the end of my spatula right into my orange and then squeeze. And then I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, stick it back in and squeeze. And that's a great way to juice without getting all your stuff out. But then also, which one was my juice? This one. because we got orange juice, almond butter, lots. Yep, cool. So my 4 ounces of orange juice that I did earlier. I already had 1 point something. There we go. Almond butter, lots. And salt. I already put that in with the orange. empty. And then 30 seconds, speed 8. For that, and that is
done. Noodles. So there's a new collection out, and the noodles are called soba noodles. The picture looks fantastic. So if anyone would have a go at them and help what I did wrong, I followed everything. I did the corn flour, I did everything, but my pasta maker, the spaghetti was quite fine, so I thought, oh, that's the problem. But it just kept breaking up, so whether it wasn't moist, I don't know. Anyway, I tried the fettuccine as well. Then I ended up with, they look great, right? Except they're all broken. So I thought, oh, that'll be all right. I'll just cook them like as, like little tiny noodles. So instead of putting in the bowl, I put them in the basket because we do that with spaghetti. So I thought that will be helpful. But no, it didn't work. It turned to glue. I can share screen, or it's on my Facebook page, but it's not pretty. So we're having the chicken without any noodles because we're going to have it with rice today. But I have got an actual photo of it with the bought noodles, which looks nice as well. So if we're at the point, I can share my screen and show you how it worked. But basically, the first time it looked like the picture on the recipe. So pretty well, if you look at, yeah, mine was better actually because I put other stuff on top. But anyway, it was good. Noodles not, need help, epic fail. Admitting, epic
yes,
fail.
doesn't always work. So
No.
here's my vinaigrette. I'm going to pour it on top. And then pop coriander and some almonds. Tongs. A little better. Yeah, and I actually it said slivered almonds, but I've actually got some fancy toasted slivered almonds. That's going to be even better. I'll make it prettier after. For the picture. There we go. I'll just rinse that out and then do how long have you got?
I have 2 minutes 42.
Lovely. And then I've just got my my cocktail to do.
Oh. Okay.
Because I used the oh, sorry.
That's okay. So while Lisa's doing the cocktail, she'll share screen as well in a bit. But while that's happening, just to let you know of a few amazing things that are going on at the moment. The first amazing opportunity is if you don't have a sensor and would like one, then until the 31st of October, when you host your cooking experience, so you and your 2 guests with a consultant and a fantastic menu that suits you, you always get a host reward. You always get the opportunity to have a host reward. But if someone buys, generally there's a little extra bonus, like something's free. In this little period of time, if you host and someone buys, you get to choose your normal host reward and you get a sensor. which is worth, I'm not 100% sure, close to $200. So if you need some help inviting the right people, or if you know some people that are just interested in seeing it, then invite them on. You can have as many cooking experiences as you like. There's a thumbs down. I'm not sure what that means. Someone doesn't like something. Okay, so that's probably like the craziest offer for hosting that I can think of. The other offer is a purchase offer. When you purchase until the 21st, you can grab yourself a second bowl. So again, if you know someone curious, they might like a second bowl. That might be something, and then you'll be hosting. And they also can grab some of our vacuum seal bowls to go with that. So that's another offer. And another amazing offer is if you or you know of anyone that might be interested in joining us and having fun, there's a half price business kit. So you can start your business for $75. So you might want another Thermomix. You might know someone that does. You might know 3 or 4 people that want to buy. So great opportunity. You can earn another Thermomix. So just have a little thinking about that one. Oh, and I think Lisa's got pictures, which will be helpful.
Yes, I do. How's that? Can we see?
Yep, perfect.
Yeah. Hang on. So not that one. That one. So there's the hosting one. Look at how many different host rewards that we've got now. It's just crazy. So you've got the cutter, a couple of different thermo servers. You've actually got Cookie Dough is now a host reward as well. Your vacuum seal with the container. And then we've also got the sensor and glider board. Oh, didn't have the sensor one on there, but that's okay. Lisa told you about that. So this is the gift with purchase from now till the 21st of October. You've actually got a 3 container set of the vacuum seal containers. You've got the wand and the bowl blade and lid. So we all know that's amazeballs. And then half price business kit, always a good thing because we all love to be consultants and love to have people join us. And then, so also, I'm not sure if you all knew, but your consultant can send you out your own personal link. And if you send that link to somebody and they register, that will hook them to your consultant. And when they purchase from your consultant, you will receive a $100 gift voucher for the mix shop. Which is fantastic. So that's right up until the end of December. So every time you meet somebody, and you can use the same link over and over again. You don't have to get a new link every time you share it. You can share it as many times as you like, which is fantastic. We'll stop share. How's that?
Awesome.
Cool. Groovy. All right. Shall I do my cocktail?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought you were doing it while I was talking.
Oh, sorry. So mango tequila sunrise cocktail. Yes, if you're my age, tequila sunrise was a thing in our day. So start cooking. So I could have, no, can't change the portion sizes, but you can do it in Cookie Dough. Start cooking 300 grams of mango. So we get fresh mangoes every year as a fundraiser for Jessica's club. So I cut them up and package them. 80 grams of tequila. So my hubby bought the other tequila, and it's got this little Mexican hat, which is a bit tragic, but that's all right. Oh, 90 grams. What a shame. So 80 grams of orange juice and 60 grams of lime juice and 55 grams of monk fruit. So I had these hanging around in the cupboard. So I opened up a bunch of packets. It only got me to about 25 grams, but that's fine. Um,
And the reason that this one has that is this is out of the
Diabetes.
diabetes cookbook, I think.
Mm. Yeah,
So that's why the monk fruit sugar as a sugar alternative, and you can use other types as well.
yeah. Or
Mm.
the sugar syrup that Lisa made. So 50 grams, 55 grams of water's in there as well. Insert measuring cup. So 20 seconds, speed 8. Done. So to show you, we were talking about the thermo servers and the ice. I actually put that into my little thermo server at 5 minutes to 7. So it's been sitting in the thermo server for half an hour, and still lovely and icy. Next, 200 grams of ice cubes. And they didn't clump together either, which is really cool. Insert measuring cup again. Try not strip any of it. So another 20 seconds, speed 10. And then I've
And mine is nearly ready. I put it on a little tiny bit extra. And I've got the broccoli semi-cooking.
Mm-hmm. So mine says 240 grams of soda water. I'll show you what it looks like before that. That looks lovely.
Orange as
I
well.
can also recommend, yes, the mango daiquiris. Obviously, that doesn't have orange in it, but very nice still.
We're working through the fruit.
Yes.
Maybe we should do colour. Orange, red.
Yes. Do a purple day and a oh yeah, 255, close enough. And then stir to combine. I haven't got any proper cocktail glasses, so I just got my small wine ones. And there it is. There we go. And I'm done.
All done.
So you
Cool.
just got your
All right. It's probably cooked enough. Let me see. So I'm just going to show you the dish tonight and the chicken and how it's the thickness. It's not super pretty, but honestly, the flavor is unbelievable. And it suggests that you have some broccoli with it. So I'm gonna have rice afterwards, but I'm just gonna pop a little bit of the chicken there. You can see it. And I did the thighs a little bit thicker because it breaks up. That so doesn't look good. Broccoli.
I'm just tossing my salad. Getting ready to pretty it up.
And I'm just checking recipe detail to make sure that I have done what it says. Divide broccoli and chicken mixture with sauce between serving bowls, garnish with spring onions. So I've got my little bits. So I looked better the other day. We might switch out the photo.
And I used my bowl tonight for beef stroganoff. I use my fourth bowl, so that's why I had a clean one. There's my salad, and I'll show you. So there's lots of different beef stroganoff recipes too. So try different things out and see what you like. Okay. If I can get my Edna's tea cake out. And then did anybody have any questions?
Do a quick show and tell, and
Show
then
and tell.
anyone who wants to hang.
Yes.
So I'm just putting chili, spring onions, and sesame seeds on. So it kind of ends up looking better. There we go. There you go.
Oh, that looks good. That looks
Really good. It's kind of like a satay, orange satay sauce. It's good. And while we've been cooking, I have had the cocktail in the thermoserver the whole time, and it stayed quite. I've got to use a ladle because there's no way I can tip that. But it stayed the same consistency. Even though it's been sitting there all that time.
That's good.
You got the cakes, the drink.
I got the cakes.
Mine have to come here. There you go. There we go, everyone. And thank you. And any questions, please talk to your consultants or contact us. Please share this when you have the link. Please share it around. And we're definitely doing berries next time. Lots of dishes.
Yes.
Dang.